Is it difficult to acquire land in Ghana?
It's very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very difficult and very complex. Actually, it's a minimum of about 500
acres
has passed through my hands.
That's a lot.
I tell you, even not all lawyers are experts in land acquisition.
Hello everyone, I am Mami Sika, your #1 Kasua ambassador. Today I'm here with Ebo Akwa. He is a real estate developer in Ghana who has been in the real estate business for over 30 years. He also happens to be my father, and today we're going to be talking about land acquisition. He's going to be giving us some quality information that we will need when we are ready to acquire land in Ghana. Should I call you Daddy or Ebo?
Ebo.
Ebo, okay. Is it difficult to acquire land in Ghana?
It's very difficult.
Very difficult.
Very difficult and very complex.
But why has the government made it so difficult?
It's not government who sells land.
Yeah.
It's not government who sells land. It's the individuals and the chiefs that owns land and they sell. And as one area, if a care is not taken, they can mess you up. Big time.
But the government can make rules and regulations that would help land acquisition easier.
There are rules and regulations, but it's difficult. Even government sometimes also fall prey to even it's really a mess.
In total, how much land do you think you have acquired in your lifetime?
In my lifetime, I can't put a number to it, but I know that through me, I've acquired a few lands. Through me, people have gotten lands, and I've also have few lands that I use for my real estate business.
Okay, so in total, about how much land have you acquired?
For land, you can't say how much because
in acres.
Okay, you are being specific. Why do you want all those information?
Oh, because if we know how much land you have acquired, we can know that, oh wow, he has acquired that much of land. We can actually trust him on the information he's given us.
Okay, if in that sense, then then I think actually it's a minimum of about 500 acres.
Wow.
Has passed through my hands.
That's a lot. Okay, we can trust you. Now, my first question.
I don't say trust me. I'll try and give out the best information pertaining to my experience.
So, if someone sees a land that they want to buy, like they were driving somewhere in the eastern region and they saw this land that they really wanted to buy, what's the first step to do? Because you can't just go to the land and claim it.
If you see a land you want to buy, or it has been advertised that they are selling it, the first thing I would say is that you go close to the land, you find if there is any dwelling close, or people farming, or any human activities close by. Then you don't make your intention known to them, but you start asking them questions pertaining to the land. At least when you talk to about 1 or 2 or 3 people, you will have a fair idea who the real owner of the land is, whether it's a disputed land, and whether the owners are ready to sell.
So after that, what do you do?
No, you find out about the real owners. You find out how long has the person maybe be staying there. If the person has his house there, you find out through whom did he get that piece of land. You get it? Yeah. So you put all the information together. Then you will have a fair idea who the real owner is. Yes. Then you follow up. Maybe he has his contact, or he can direct you where he stays. Then you go and you inquire. And when you go and inquire, and they claim to be the owners, the first thing you ask whether they have a title to that land. They have any paper to show that land is. Then they will give you a few background of that land. Then if he has a paper, when I say paper, it's just site plan, and maybe if he has a registered document. And the registered document, that's the indenture, will tell you the history of the land, the generation that it has passed through. Then, if it's registered, it means that it's recognized in the Land Commission. So you can take the site plan to the Land Commission to do official search. But one thing about search is that, you see, they can give you maybe 1,000 acres to make a search. But if you want to buy, if you do 1,000 acres, it's going to cost you so much.
Yes.
So you must get the area in which you are interested. Maybe if it's 1 acre or 2 acre or half acre, you must get narrowed down to the acreage you want to buy and do a specific search on that.
Okay.
So when you do the search, they will also come out with the history of that particular land. Then you match that with his story and see that the names on it, whether it matches with the story and whether it is the one.
Wow, that sounds complex already. But I've also heard about people going to chiefs to acquire land. So I guess there are different processes of acquiring the land.
You see, a land is either owned by chiefs, government, family, or individual.
Okay.
So you can buy land from a chief, you can buy land from a family, or you can buy land from an individual, or even from the government. A company also for like the individual. Maybe a company has, if it's from individual or a company, it means that they are also bought it from a chief or a family.
Okay.
So I'm expecting that they will have a title to the land. But title alone doesn't entitle somebody to the land. Somebody who can have a title, but he can't step on the land because maybe the title was acquired fraudulently, or maybe it's disputed, or so many things. So title alone doesn't guarantee. I want to see your title. I want to see your presence on the land. Either you are doing farming on it, or you are giving some people part of the land, or you have structures on it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Other than that, just showing a title doesn't, because even to know that this title is genuine title, that's also another complex thing.
Yeah.
Because anybody can show you paper, and if you are not expert, you will know which of the papers are genuine. You get it?
That's true.
Because land papers, anybody can give you any trash. I say, this is my land document, and if you don't know it, you will believe it. So for the fact, for how to even know that this is a genuine paper, that alone is also a problem. Yes, I will say that you can give it to a lawyer, but I tell you, even not all lawyers are experts in land acquisition.
Wow.
You get so. Certain things you know by experience. You know by experience, and sometimes before you get that experience, you have been duped 1, 2, 3 before.
So I guess you have been duped a number of times.
I won't say so, but I've run into a few of the difficulties.
Okay.
I've run into a few of the difficulties, and it has made me wiser. It's made me learn more about land, and I now understand how to acquire land. Okay. So I normally want to buy my land through third parties, people who have acquired the land long ago, people who have their presence on the land. You get it? Yes. Make sure that first I go around, talk to all the people bordering the land to see and to find out who the actual owner is. I also see whether you have a title to that land. I also want to see whether your presence is on that land. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if I get all these three correct, then I also check the site plan whether it's properly registered. So when you go through that process and you have time and you understand all the information you are getting and you can put them together very well, then, but I will not advise anybody who just want to buy a plot to just go and see a chief or a family head that I want plot. You end up being duped.
So even the chiefs dupe people?
I will not say the chief dupe. Maybe it's not their intention to dupe, but maybe the chief doesn't go to the land. his subject does. And maybe your subject have already sold the land. So you on authority will say, oh, this land is for me. But moreover, maybe the land is for you, but your subject have sold all the land already. You get it?
Yeah.
So these are, and sometimes they don't have proper record, the people they have given us land. Because I believe that it's like a piece of cake. Okay?
Yeah.
When you cut part of the cake, now you don't have a full cake.
Yes.
So you have this, but cake you can see. So when you give out somebody a land, you must also have a documentation and have the record, so that if your land is 100 acres and you are giving out 2 acres, it means that you don't own 100 acres anymore. You own 98.
Yeah.
But they will say that you own 100 acres.
Yeah.
You see, you can't eat your cake and have it.
It goes away.
It goes away.
Yes.
You get it.
Yes.
You see, and one tricky aspect of our system is that, you see, if I have a document covering 100 acres, when I sell the land, I sell and I do assignment, I still have the paper containing 100 acres. So if the people I sold the land to, they don't go and register their interest, okay?
Yeah.
I can always, when I die or I'm not there, anybody can pick that document and say that, oh, my dad had 100 acres. Moreover, your dad sold all the 100 acres before he died. But the paper is there. And that is one of the challenges that we have.
So somebody may say they have this land, but they actually don't have it.
They don't have it. They have sold all. Maybe your great-grandfather sold all the lands before he died.
Yeah.
But because the document is there, you pick the document and you think that anybody who is on the land is an encroacher. And that is the source of a lot of the litigation that we are having in our system. So I can have a 200-acre land. I develop estates, I sell. Maybe I'm left with just about 10 acres. But I have the document to the 200 acres. So I can go and stand somewhere and say that I have 200 acres.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the land. I'll show you the papers. And you will believe it. But in actual fact, I own just about 10 acres. Or when I'm no more, my children or my grandchildren will come, oh, the whole area is for, everybody is encroacher. And they start litigating. You see, land acquisition has always been a problem, even in the Bible days. Even in the Bible days, most of the wars were fought based on the land. So it's something that has been with us from ancient days. But they try to put structures in place. But the structures must go with enforcement. You get it? Yes. If you do the law, you put the structures and you don't enforce them, people will still do whatever they want, and it will bring a lot of problems. So I believe the enforcement and the structures must be enforced. The laws must, you get it. Yes. When they do that, it will scrutinize the whole system and it will make the system a bit fair. Because a lot of prospective land buyers end up paying for 3 times for one land to different people. The same family. This section will sell it, and another section will come and say that no, that person is not the legitimate person to sell. We are. You get it? Yeah. So you have to pay. And sometimes you don't know whether it's by plan or by coup.
And so here are some stories about some things that have happened around land litigations and stuff. It seems like it can be very dangerous business when acquiring land.
Yes, land acquisition is I won't say so dangerous, because every business comes with risk. Every business, there's no business without risk. That is why it's always better to get professional to deal concerning land and property acquisition. It's always better to engage the professional. When you engage the professionals, at least some of these risks are eliminated.
Okay, so what is the safest way to buy land in Ghana?
The safest way to buy land is...
The video is pretty long, so I had to cut it into 2 parts. Watch out for part 2, where we are going to be talking about the easiest way to buy a land in Ghana and how you can even register your land in Ghana in just 1 day. See you then.